If you live in South Africa, the concept of monitoring, tracking, and tracing will become a very common theme. And especially on this channel, Double O Des, this has been discussed ad nauseum and at length. And I cannot stop this because this is one of the greatest threats to your future freedom. So, in this article in My Broadband, it says proposed new rules could destroy South Africa's .za domain space. So many websites end with .za, .co.za, and can be .org.za, etc. And what happens is that these domain names have to be registered. This is actually overseen by an organization. And now new regulations are being put in place where all of this will come to one central area, and they tell you it's once again in the name of security. And many of the people that host websites that register domain names are saying this is nonsense. What this is going to do is no one's going to want to register anymore. But let me tell you what the three main things are that they want you to do if you want a .co.za or .za domain name. Despite the .za domain name authority, ZADNA, holding two meetings to get feedback on its proposed regulations for the .za namespace, South African registrars fears their feedback is falling on deaf ears. So there's been meetings held with the registrars, the people that register the domain names, and they have concerns, valid concerns that I fully agree with. And I'm glad that our people are concerned about things like this. But, you know, the ZADNA is not listening. The authority is not listening to their concerns. Registrars are companies that help customers buy and configure their internet domains. On the 22nd of April, ZADNA proposed controversial regulatory changes to South Africa's .za namespace, including, listen to this, okay? If you want to see how things are monitored, tracked, and traced, registrars must collect the ID documents of people registering .za domains. So you won't be able to register any .za domain without giving your identity documents. Registrars must apply for a license and pay licensing and registrar fees. Registrars must provide ZADNA with access to the environments upon request for audits, which means that ZADNA wants to know, literally go and monitor the people registering these domains, want access to all the information. And you need to be very concerned about this kind of mindset, this overall control. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail in the article, but you will hear the concerns of many of these companies that register domains. But Absolute Hosting Manager Director Jade Benson told My Broadband that ZADNA held 2 online meetings during May with the relevant parties to get feedback on the regulations. During the first meeting, Benson questioned the necessity of license fees, collecting of identifiable documents, and the registry's unfettered access to registrar environments. In other words, they can go in there and just spy on you, because that's what it boils down to. Where does that information go? Who wants to spy on you? ZADNA did not address any of these concerns, Benson said. On the 24th of May, the regulator hosted a second meeting, a registrar engagement discussion. During the meeting, I requested answers to my previous posed questions, but ZADNA did not provide a single answer, Benson said. So this is Jade Benson. It's one person. Then there's Maurits Kukumur, another person that has concerns. Wayne Diamond, domains.co.za managing director, also with concerns. And he says, sadly, regulations that may have good intent often harm the local industry providers where they should be assisting it, Diamond said. He said if the new regulations are put in place, there would be very little future growth in the .za domain space. It would essentially destroy our own .za brand, since few people will register and use a .za domain going forward. What I need you to be aware of is this is coming to every space near you. Every environment where you operate digitally, we will be required to prove who we are. You will not be able to use a nom de plume or anything like that. And, you know, in this new world where all information goes to a central database and where AI can monitor, track, and trace, This is our future if we don't stop it dead in its tracks, and we absolutely have to do so. Thank you very much for watching this video. You can find this article. Please go and read it in the description below the video, as well as in the first comment. And you will also be able to find all the other social media links there. You can join this channel as a member if you want to. And tomorrow night, Thursday evening at 8 o'clock, every Thursday evening at 8, we have a members chat, and you can look forward to that, where we discuss things in a lot more detail. Thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you for sharing. Till the next video.